Hey, this is Captain Horth, and this is episode 4 of Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead with Izzy Vandalay, the senior citizen. So, as you can see, we're doing a little better on our warmth here. Most of our parts are well within decent tolerances, and that's because we've had to get rid of the rest of our fancy clothes to don the military uniform. And while we're at it, let's just drop, I'm going to have to take out the last piece right here, these dress shoes, in favor of these combat boots. As you can see now, we got the boots, the helmet, the pants. We're wearing a hoodie instead of a camo tank top, just uh, for more storage space. A hoodie is more useful in the apocalypse. So he's really kind of decided he has to put away the fancy clothes for now. He's put himself in the state of mind of surviving the Cataclysm, and he's prepared to do what he needs to do to survive. And that includes loading up this shotgun here and taking care of this pesky neighbor that's been harassing us. So, as you've probably noticed for the last few episodes, I've been very hesitant to engage this zombie brute. That's because his attack will basically send you, not only do massive damage and increase your pain massively, but it'll send you flying. Where is he? It'll send you flying, basically. Oh, there he is. So, I don't want to be sent flying backwards. I don't want to have massive pain. I don't want to break anything. I don't want to die. So, we're going to give him a little shotgun welcome. Captain Horse style. Get a little closer, buddy. He's moving erratically, which is annoying. He's not in range just yet. Now he is. And it looks like, bam! One shot dropped him. Perfect. So I will examine. He has a flashlight, and he actually has a combat knife, which is really nice. I've been using this makeshift, really bad knife, improvised knife, and this proper combat knife will do a much better job of butchering and everything else that you use a knife for. Butchering is basically what you use a knife for. Alright, so what we're going to do now is, we have free reign of this area. I don't have to worry about that guy. These are shrubs. So, I'm going to just, as you can see, if you look here, survival is almost up to 1 point. It's at 92%, so I'm going to finish it off, now that I don't have to tiptoe around. And my survival rate is to 1. I don't know if I get anything for it now. Let's look. Survival. 2%. Yeah, I think it's capped and I'm not going to get any more from foraging. I get 1% each, which isn't really worth spamming it. Just check. Confirm by doing a few more. Yeah, it's not worth foraging anymore. Foraging is a good way to get food. It's kind of a high desperation way to get food, honestly. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into each one of these corpses and basically I'm cutting up all the clothes I find. Those aren't really useful. I'm looking for leather. I'm really low on leather. Oh, a wolf corpse. I could cut that up for meat, but I'm going to save it. The corpses actually last a while. The dress and hood is about gone. I think these wolf corpses might actually disappear at some point too, so my storage is pretty high. I got a lot of stuff in my pack. Let me put together a little plan and we'll get back to this. I think the next thing we need to do is go ahead and solder up our gear. So we've got a soldering iron. We may have to go exploring for... Let me drop some of this junk I have. I like keeping a flashlight on me, even though it's not always useful. Makeshift knife can go away. MP3 player we'll keep. Sewing kit we can put down for now. All this solder. The solder is what's taking up a lot of our volume. What I want to do actually is drop the soldering iron and the solder right here for now. And yeah. So one thing I want to do is... Okay, here's a good example. We'll butcher up the zombie corpse, and then I'm going to cut up basically everything in this tile. and grab all the leather patches that I can. So that's good. We got leather patches. It's actually quite a few leather patches. That's really good. So with those, I can start tailoring up. I grab the sewing kit again that I didn't exactly mean to drop. We can start tailoring up combat boots. Okay, extra sturdy. Oops. They're already reinforced. What else? The leather belt. Extra sturdy. Done. As you can see, we're starting to get everything. Let's do the sheath next. The sheath is extra sturdy. The army helmet we won't be able to do. And I believe the soldering iron can work on the army helmet. So let's give it a shot. Soldering iron. Repair metal, plastic, Kevlar. Let's try army helmet. You practice your soldering. AE1B. That's easy enough. AE1B, AE1B, AE1B. Oh, I screwed up. What do you know? That's such an easy pattern. I screwed up again. Oh, I damaged my army helmet. I damaged it further. I repair it, but I waste a lot of charge. I don't repair it, and I waste lots of charge. Soldering iron has no charges. Well, reload. No. I wanna, let's see. Soldering iron, reload. Out of batteries. Oh, it's batteries that I need. I should have plenty of batteries here. Let me just, yeah, I have 800 battery. So, I'll just throw them all in soldering iron for now. Or at least, what's the default? 200? Alright. So, back to soldering. 81. Army helmet. I don't repair it. That's okay. I repair it. And what am I leveling with this? I think it's fabrication. Not entirely sure. Might be. I don't think it's tailoring. It might be mechanics. I see that leveling. B, 81B, 81B. Just keep going until something levels. Yeah, it's mechanics. Which is great, because with 1 point of mechanics you can... I think you can start taking parts off of cars. And I have a hacksaw. Which is going to make some things really much easier. Oh, look at that. Improving the fit. I know this is the most exciting thing to watch. You guys like watching me practice my skills. In philosophy, I'm trying to get a good balance of stuff that I do on and off camera, but I do want to let you guys see, and then the glasses that I had started with because I'm nearsighted. I'm really playing with fire trying to fix these, but extra sturdy. This is what I wanted. I have a whole wall of extra sturdy gear, which I like very much, and a lot of it fits. I'm going to drop this heavy armor that I'm not ready to use yet. I'll drop the solder and the soldering iron. I think we're good for now. Sewing kit. Oh, whoa, we almost forgot one very important thing, which is my crowbar. You don't have enough scrap metal. Well, we're probably going to handle that very, very soon. So I want to make sure we get some scrap metal so we can deal with that. And I should be able to start taking pieces off cars without too much more work to do. The only other thing I want to do right now is grab, see if I can get out here, grab a rock. Unfortunately, I never found a hammer, but with a crafting skill, should be able to make. Got a rock, got the threads. What's missing? A tool with hammering. Oh, I have a rock. Drop the rock. Let's see. I can't do that. Why not? Skill is survival. Difficulty. My skill level is 1. I don't know what the brown... Oh, I probably need more rocks. If I had to wager a guess, the guess would be... Let's see. I'll look at it one more time. It says 1 rock. So I'm very confused. Well, let me figure it out, and we'll go from there. Alright, so I don't know why, but I think I was right, because now when I grabbed some more rocks and came home, and now when I type hammer, for whatever reason, oh, I think I get it now, because my only tool with a hammer in one or more is a rock, so I can't well hammer together a hammer using the material for the hammer. So that's gotta be why. So there we go. We've got a stone hammer. What I should be able to do now is go star, A, and take apart this bookshelf. Cool. And now we got a bunch of 2x4s and nails. I should be able to board up this window. I can't build that. Why not? Why not? Because I need A1 construction. So I don't know the easiest way to train construction, but let's see, what is construction at? 8%. I can't just go through here and deconstruct some of this furniture. I'm gonna need to grab the screwdrivers. So I don't really need to do that just yet, but that's on the agenda. I might do some of that off camera. The other thing I want to do is grab that hacksaw. I have a mechanics of 1 now, which should mean I should be able to walk up to one of these terrible old beaters. I guess this thing's diesel, there's no way I'll ever want to use it. What I should be able to do is just grab a piece of... With the hacksaw I should be able to maybe remove... Oh, I need a wrench as well. I'm gonna go grab that. Get used to watching me go back to base a lot when I do these kind of projects, because I always forget stuff. Let's back to this mode. So... I was looking for batteries earlier. Stop it. Reset the filter. Alright, and then we're just looking for... Oh, I already saw it, actually. Go down here, grab the wrench. Should be what I need. Basically what I'm doing is I'm finding a piece that's not going to take much trouble to just level 2 mechanics. I think one thing I can remove right now without any special... I don't think this thing... Oh, it does. I saw one. One thing I can remove right now without anything fancy is... headlights. I don't know, you need a... Darn. I need to get my mechanics up to 2. I don't know what the easiest way to do that is. Probably soldering things. How close to 2 is it? It's got a little ways to go still. Well, that's twice I've been stymied. Third plan. What is this car? It's an SUV. It's got gas. It's got a dead security system. Does it have a working engine? Where the heck is the engine? It's got a beat up engine, but it works. Let's hop in and see if it drives. Pack of cigarettes. And screwdriver. It's got a weird front, that's for sure. Okay. This thing in fact does run, so that's good. Stop. So I might end up using this. I don't want to tear it up for parts. One thing I'm going to do now is I'm kind of starting to think about what I need to be more survivable in the long term. And one thing I'm definitely going to need is... Oh god, stuff's going on around here. No. It's up further. It's where the N is. Alright, it sounds like there's fighting going on to the east. Just gonna try to stay out of it for now. It might be zombies just destroying, there it is, the plastic jerry can. I'm gonna have to unwield my shotgun, because the only way I want to be able to carry this thing is in my hands. Okay, so I'm wielding the jerry can. So if something's really high volume, sometimes you need to put your weapon away and just wield it, and then you can carry pretty much anything. Alright, definitely a lot more. Now another thing I want to do is deconstruct. Oh, I need to grab the screwdriver, so I'm gonna grab a screwdriver. I'm in the wrong house. Son of a gun. Well, I feel safer walking around knowing that Brute's not here anymore, you know? So, let me grab a screwdriver from the pile over here. Screwdriver set. And we're gonna take apart. I didn't know we had onion rings. Oh, onion rings. Yum. I know someone who loves onion rings. Alright, we're gonna take this apart. Alright, we're gonna take apart the fridge. We've got some steel, scrap metal, a rubber hose, copper tubing. Actually, you know what? I could, if I kept the soldering iron. I did keep the soldering iron on me. I could really quick try to repair the crowbar now. I destroyed my crowbar. Well, that sucks. That really sucks. I'll probably make a trip back to the shelter shortly, get some pipes to make a new crowbar, and I never went down to the basement while I was there, so I'll pop my head down in the basement to see what we find. Yeah, I have the flashlight to do that. One thing I'm trying to get right now is a rubber hose. The rubber hose I can use, and it's starting to get dark. This might not be a bad time to go back to the shelter while it's dark. I'm considering doing just that. I think what I might do... Do you have any gas? No. You're a diesel anyway. Just gonna peek around. This thing's got it has no wheels and it's got a decent amount of gas. So what I'm gonna do is siphon the gas into this jerry can. Cool. So we drain this thing of gas. This thing is electric. This sucker's electric. We need a nuclear reaction to get the 1.21 gigawatts of electricity. This thing is missing wheels as well, so let's just siphon it. Into the jerry can we go. Lots, because that's a big truck. That's a fire truck, actually. Wow. Cool. Well, we should be good on fuel now. So let's go back over here to this SUV with the funky looking. For whatever reason, the tile set makes this thing have a funky looking bumper. So when I'm able to repair this and change it around, I'll probably end up changing that up a bit, because that looks a little... Let's be honest, it looks a little silly. Now what we can do now is, I think it's find the gas tank right here and refill. We now have 13% of gas, which is pretty good. I'm going to actually drop the jerry can into one of these trunks along with the rubber hose that I used to siphon. Alright, do we have headlights? Headlights. Yay! You know what? I think we're going to take a nice leisurely drive back to the shelter we started at. What do you say? We're going to drive really slow. Our driving skill is not. We're just going to drive it nice and slow. Just nice and slow. Faster than walking. I think I hit a bush. It's annoying. You kind of want to avoid all this shrubbery, but at the same time, you want it to be faster than actually walking, so... I'm going to pick up the speed just... Okay, whoa. Let's back it up. Didn't realize that we had so much company out here still. I thought we dealt with all those. So we're just going to back it up. Back it up. All we're going to end up doing is... Yeah, we got some good lead on them. I'm just going to drive out here through the bushes and stuff. It's a little annoying. And especially since my driving skill sucks, it's doubly annoying because my controls slip all the time, if you'll notice. I mean, I'm not telling the thing to go all crazy like that, it just is. I really should have eaten and drank before I drove out here, but that's okay. It should be fine. I'm almost back to the shelter where we started. I might actually strike up a conversation with this person now. So we'll stop. Stop driving. Get out. You know what? I'm going to cut the headlights for now. Don't want to attract attention unnecessarily on screen, so... oh good. The engine fails to start. Well, that was the last of this thing, I guess. Why does the engine fail to start? Lots of gas. Battery's good. I don't know. Well, we'll see if this poor SUV is just stuck out here. Yeah, I just want to make sure my weapon's put away. I don't want to give him the wrong idea. Hey! Eater of the Dead. Something was ripping zombies to shreds. A few days ago, another survivor and I were trying to avoid the cities by staying in the woods during the day and foraging for gear at night. Worked well against normal Zeds, but one caught our trail and chased us for 10 minutes or so. Okay, Buddy never showed up. Yeah, sure. Not a problem. I'll buy. I don't really need what you have. You're like a basic. Let's see if I can make a crowbar. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to go grab another rock. Oh, there's a rock here. Am I missing? Yeah, what can I? How about a stone hammer? I'll bash it with a stone hammer. Crowbar. Can't see the craft. What if I grab a pipe and where there's a well, we'll walk it over here by the computer that's always on. Get a crowbar. I don't want anything equipped. Oh, okay, I've got my crowbar. Alright, man, I'll be back. Oh, get away from me, blob. I don't want this thing getting goo on me. Oh, okay, it says it's fully loaded. So I thought it was still putting ammo in. Start. No. The V6 engine makes a deep clunking sound. SUV fails to start. That's quite unfortunate. Alright, put the gun away. We're gonna have to grab our damn Jerry. We're gonna have to hoof it back, guys. Sorry to say. But not without first. The funny thing is I can't even start it to turn off the headlights, so it's just going to be stuck here giving light till the battery dies. But that's fine. I really don't care. Oh wait, it let me. Turn off headlights. Did it turn on? It turned on. Oh, hallelujah. I don't see any problem with trusting this. Yeah, it's revving up, but it's not going anywhere, so it's definitely got some issues. Let's siphon the gas back out before we go. Stop construction. No. No. Alright, cool. Did we get it? Cool. We got the gas. You know what? We forgot the other reason we came here. I'm so forgetful. Alright, let's go ahead and pull out the flashlight. Go downstairs. Let's see. We got a winter coat. That's alright. A flashlight. That's ironic. Tomato soup. Sure. Winter boots. I can't do anything with them, so I'll just cut them up and take the felt and the plastic. What am I dropping? I guess I'm just leaving the stuff here. It's really not worth making a big fuss over. Alright, well I guess we're walking home, and then we might consider taking a pass at, let's see, there's a dojo. Might be worth hitting. That's a pawn shop that we never hit. Oh, look at this. This guy's moved from the pawn shop to the gun store. Somehow I found a way to get in there. It's a little scary. He's commandeered that gun store. Hopefully he's not a threat. I do have a Mossberg, so if it gets into a gun battle, I'm at least not unarmed. Alright, these NPCs are just everywhere. And I'm hoping if I do a solid for this guy, unfortunately his quarry is all the way out here. That's pretty far. Anywho, I think what I'm gonna do next is get this car back, figure out how to get up to 2 mechanics. Maybe I have a book back home. And, well, I'm not gonna get the car back. I'm obviously gonna have to hoof it. But I'll get to mechanics too, and then we'll cut off some hunks of metal to do some of the things I want to do and set up a little bit more comfortable of a base. I also want to get working on some more permanent water supply. So that's what's coming up next. Let me just take the boring track back home. So I've been doing both some scouting and some reading, and there's quite a bit I have to do before I can really move on to the next phase of what I have in mind. There's that, and there's also the fact that I really haven't figured out where I want to hunker down quite yet. I don't know if I want to have this little place on the outskirts of town set up, or if I want to put something deeper in town where it's going to be easier to do these runs back and forth into town. Because we're probably going to have to make a lot of runs back to the shelter. So the more I think about it, the more I think we're probably gonna move up to this house. I think this note, yeah, it was the jerry can that I did pick up. So I think we're gonna move to this house, and when we are able to actually start constructing things, we're gonna start constructing them here. It's not that far from the woods. That was my other kind of desire, was that it'd be not too far from the woods. I don't know who this guy is and what he's up to, but I'm a little, I don't know if concerned's the right word, but I am a little concerned, to be honest. I don't remember if I'd hit this house and not marked it or what, but it's actually really late at night, so what I'm going to do right now is sleep. This is the end of day 2, so we're going to, and I'm hungry, so I might just, before I go to sleep, I might just eat something real quick. I'm trying to focus on eating the perishables. So I'm thinking onion rings, and then we will go to sleep. Alright, so I'm going to save the game while we're sleeping, just because it's going to take a second to process this, and then we'll be on to day 3. Alright, that's not a sound I like to wake up to. It's too bright to sleep. So 7 a.m. woke me up bright and early, which I like. I don't like what that sound I heard. I think there's some baddies around here smashing things up. I've heard them a few times. The other possibility is it could be some kind of glitch in the game. I didn't note this before, but there's actually a thermal electric suit, which is with 200 battery, which I assume lets you use battery power to keep you warm, which is pretty darn sweet. There's this other gallon jug here, so one thing I want to do, let me drop all these tools, or at least the extras. One thing I want to get going before I keep forgetting. Just get rid of, put down some stuff. Probably all this is good to put down. How the handgun. Unfortunately, I don't have books for mechanics or construction or fabrication. I'll have to either train those the hard way or raid something that has books. Anyway, I want to get this gallon jug, and we're just going to really quickly, I'm just going to dump out. I want to go to the inventory of this gallon jug. I'm going to unload it onto the ground. So I now have an empty gallon jug. The other thing we're going to do, just so, and it looks like it's snowing now, but it'll eventually probably be raining again. The next thing I want to do is we're going to make a, trying to make it, yeah, leather funnel. So what I'm going to do is we're going to, yeah, it's already raining again. Perfect. And we might end up moving this when I move, but I just want to get it started as soon as possible. We're going to put out the leather funnel here, and then I'm going to drop the gallon jug on the leather funnel. This should start filling up with water after being out in the rain for a while. That's the goal of that. If I can get something to put all this gasoline in, I can put the jerry can out there and let that fill completely up with water, which would be quite a bit of water. I wouldn't have to worry about drinking for a while as that gradually fills up. So I think what I want to do now, real quick, what was I going to do? I wanted to get that set up. And I think that's pretty much going to be yeah, I think that's going to be it for this episode. Next episode, we're going to probably try to scale up a bit and start to build a more functional home where I can kind of progress through the game a bit and set up something which is more of an actual base. So that's the plan. We'll see, though, what happens when we get into the game. We have to be adaptable to whatever situations come up. So anyway, until then, thank you very much for watching. It's always appreciated, and I'll see you next time.